What's going on, YouTube? So in today's video, I'm going to take you on a nighttime tour of the Land Rover Range Rover. I'm going to show you the exterior lighting as well as the interior lighting and the switches and how to control some of the neat ambient lighting features. Alright, when we unlock the Range Rover, we are greeted with these awesome DRLs. I believe these started in 2018. Prior to that, they were more curvy. I personally greatly prefer the more squared off look of these. Definitely looks really cool. And as you can see, we have some puddle lamps here with a Range Rover in the middle. Pretty cool. So let's hop inside. First thing you'll notice is all kinds of ambient lighting all over the place. We're going to come back to that. Alright, let's go ahead and turn the car on. Alright, so let's start from the driver's side and work our way around. First thing you'll see here is on the driver's side door, you have your mirror controls, your mirror fold in and fold back out. This is your button to lower the suspension to make it easier to get in. I've covered that in another video. This is your window lock. And then obviously your power window controls. And these are automatic for front and rear. Looking a bit lower, we have our seat controls. Your memory button, and then 1, 2, 3 settings. And you have just so much different ways to move these seats. There's a headrest, back, bolster, the bottom has 2 separate switches, just all kinds of adjustment. And then last but not least, our lock and unlock buttons. And that brings us to the steering wheel. You'll see all kinds of pretty lights. First of all, let's talk about this side. You have a menu button, plus and minus. This is for volume. And then skip, or forward, back. That can be for changing between radio presets or skipping tracks if you're listening to an album. And we also have our phone here, and your voice controls. This diamond is a programmable button. Cool thing about this is when we hit menu, let's see. Menu, you'll notice the whole setup changes. This whole kind of glass covered button here just adjusts for whatever you're controlling. And this is for the gauge cluster. So now it reverted back. Watch, I'm going to hit menu again and you'll see the menu comes up. Now we have our little menu that we can scroll down and side to side and up and down. Just can really, adjust all our stuff here. But really neat how this whole setup adjusts based on what menu you're in. Moving over, we have the cruise control, obviously set, speed up, slow down, resume, cancel. This is your, on the right here that my finger is hovering over, is to decrease the distance between you and the car you're behind. This is to increase the distance. And if you press the decrease button 3 times, you can, on the 4th time, it'll take you out of adaptive cruise control. So you can, if you wish to, run into the car in front of you. I don't know that the Range Rover will let you do that, but maybe. Here is your lane keep assist, the little lane button, your heated steering wheel, and then this button that says LM or LIM is for speed limit. So when you have this enabled and you're using adaptive cruise control, if you're going 73 miles an hour and the car goes by a 65 mile per hour zone or sign, it's going to automatically drop you to the speed limit. Pretty neat feature if you are a speeder and you're trying to not be a speeder. But pretty cool. Gauge cluster. There'd be enough to go into a whole nother video to talk about the gauge cluster, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. Start stop button right here, your hazards button, and I will show you all the lights in a little bit. So then we have the center screens here. It's a dual screen with a big bottom screen here and a big top screen. Cool thing about this top screen is, yeah, you probably didn't notice, but when I turned on the car, the whole screen just kind of comes out to the angle I have it preset at. And we can adjust that in settings here and screen angle. Let's see, hopefully you can see this. This whole screen is moving, and we can just kind of move it pretty far to where it's almost past 90 degrees. I think it is past 90 degrees right there, but that would be if we had some extreme glare or something. I generally keep it about there, and we're gonna back out of that. Now down here we have climate. You can adjust through that and go through all the climate stuff. Seats, if you don't want to use the push to control the heated seats button down here. I'll probably not push it hard enough. There we go. So you can use that. But if you don't want to, you can just do it here. Heat. Heat. I guess it just does whatever you last had it set on here. Just turn it to air conditioner and turn it back off. Nope, I have no idea. I don't care. But you can do that on either side. Vehicle, that'll show you what drive mode you're in. For instance, if we wanted to go to dynamic or eco, and I'm using this button over here, which you can push out of the way or pop back up. And all your various modes. Then settings, this is the settings for this screen. So let's talk about all this ambient lighting. We have 3 different zones of control over this. To access those, they're in this top screen. We're going to just swipe, go to ambient lighting, and you'll have a nice picture of your Range Rover along with the 3 zones. This top zone, top zone, middle zone, and bottom zone. Let's hit this top button. And right now we have the white light selected, but let's change this and look up top to this little bitty accent up there. I'm going to change this to red. You can see it's barely glowing. Now this is the lowest setting, and then I can adjust it to from lowest to brighter, brighter, brightest. So just so you can see it on camera easy, I'm going to go from that lowest setting to the brightest setting. Oh, next time I change to blue. There we go. So lowest, brightest. And we have a whole wheel of colors we can go through. And I'll show you some of those on the middle and lower, as that'll be easier to show. I tend to like it just on the white. It's very classy looking. And we'll go a step down from the brightest. Alright, let's go to the middle section. Middle section is going to be around your doors, and let's change that to red so you can see what I'm talking about. and that is on the brightest setting. Dimmer, brighter, brighter, brightest. So, and this is on every door, by the way. Driver's side, over here, passenger, and in the back. So let's go through some colors. We got a violet. Let's see, go blue, kind of a aqua, a yellow, weird green color, orange, red, redder. Like I said, I like to stick with the kind of just the classy looking white or blue. Then we have the bottom. Select the bottom. Once again, you see we have, that's the floor pan here. Let's change it to red so you can see what's changing. You see all down there's red, all down here is red. Even in the back it's a little red. Once again, we can adjust through the different brightnesses, different colors. This is a cool little color wheel here, just go all over the place. Then you can always just turn it off. You can turn off all of them and have no ambient lighting if you don't want any. Whoops. Now we have no ambient lighting. Now we're sad. Let's turn it back on. I think I'm gonna go, yep. Turn that back on. And all right, that's right where I like it. Just a nice classy glow, like a limo. Anyway, that's the 3 zones of control for the ambient lighting. Pretty neat. I like it. Yeah. I don't think I talked about the top here. We have our shade, contract or extend. Then this is for the top if you want to tilt up or go all the way back and then close. And we also have touch lights here. Look at that. You don't even use a button, you just touch the light. Pretty neat. And I'm pretty sure you have the same thing in the back. I'm not going to bother showing you though. Well, that's all I'm going to show you in the interior. Let's go check out the lights. I'm going to turn on the hazards and we'll go out and look at all the lights blinking. Now when you have the turn signals on, the tail lights on either side, or the hazards, or both if you're using the hazards, you have these dual red squares, but like when you have the signals on, it's replaced by the yellow square blinking, as you can see. Let me go turn the hazards off and I'll show you. See, now we have the nice dual red squares. Here's what we look like with just the parking lights or the DRLs. Gonna hit the headlights. then let's check out the brights. And that brings us to the conclusion of our nighttime tour of a 2021 Land Rover Range Rover Westminster Edition. Hope you enjoyed checking out the exterior lighting and all the interior lighting features. It's pretty cool. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good night.